I'm pretty sure we all experienced a bizarre situation and just stuck in our heads after it, but what this driver caught on his dashcam can be defined as luck and disturbing. You can see a man running through the intersection just seconds before a truck was driving at a high speed crossing the intersection in a crazy way. I don't know how, but there were no accidents reported in that area, but left everybody shocked. A man spent a frightening moment last Wednesday afternoon in Colombo in the metropolitan region. 10 seconds after leaving the gate of his residence to go through the trunk of his car, an out-of-control vehicle came towards him. Luckily, the man noticed the car approaching at high speed and managed to escape. The man heard a car coming towards him, looked back and managed to jump onto the sidewalk. Security camera of the residence itself caught the car that was speeding and hitting the back of the vehicle that parked. This is the heart-stopping moment for a camera. This was on a national highway where traffic flow is fast. It looks to be near the exit with sidewalks as the highway merges into regular streets. What he's about to witness is truly terrifying. The driver's attentiveness and quick reflexes definitely saved a life, and he was even impressed that he was able to stop in time. This camera immediately called the police and an ambulance. Turns out the guy was just drunk. This is the shocking moment a car is crushed by a giant pipe on a flatbed truck, but luckily the occupants escape just in time. Other drivers can be heard sounding their horns to alert the truck driver to the chaos. The incident was recorded in the city of Huzhou in Zhejiang province, China. In the footage, a Mini Cooper is seen waiting at a set of traffic lights next to a large truck carrying a giant piece of piping which overhangs the back of the trailer. As the lights turn green, the truck begins to make a slow right-hand turn as the other vehicles wait patiently. The car's door then opens, with the driver and another person jumping out into the road before the truck comes to a stop. This is the shocking moment. A huge crane almost crushed a schoolgirl to death as she played outside of her home. The incident happened at a property in Atherton, Wigan, Greater Manchester, yesterday at around 10:30 a.m.
Look, going past their house, it's going to walk around and head. I'm underneath it, like a picture. Not like here. From here. Quickly. Quick, run! Oh, shit!
Ring doorbell footage shows the girl on her tricycle in her family's front garden. Suddenly, a crane perched on the back of a lorry topples over, smashing into the front of the property and narrowly avoiding the youngster. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries from the incident. So this next footage is something you never want to be part of, as this could end in a good enough way or in an extremely bad way. The dashcam captured the moment a truck was about to join the highway, but with the speed he was coming at it. No surprise, his container fell over. It instantly liberated a yellow substance in the air and on the highway. Not too sure what this is. Pretty confident it's not sulfur. Sulfur is usually transported in liquid form in insulated tankers. Could be powdered paint. If you have a guess on what this could be, please tell us in the comments section. This is the moment a Chinese rocket ship that was accidentally fired soared into the sky before exploding in a huge fireball following its disastrous unplanned liftoff. The Tianlong 3 rocket, made by spaceflight company Space Pioneer, was seen accidentally lifting off from the city of Gongyi in central China on Sunday during a test run.
歪了，卡住了，卡住了，卡住了，卡住了，燃烧了，
烧着下来了。咦，考验这它落到哪了？
你往上一看，咦，往哪轱辘里？这顶不上。
The company said that the flight happened due to the structural failure of the connection between the rocket body and the test platform, which led to the first stage rocket leaving the launch pad. Footage taken on phones showed a rocket designed to be partially reusable, slowly making its way through the air before its engines fail. As the engines fail, the craft can be seen tilting heavily. The entire body can then be seen sputtering black smoke as it falls back down to Earth on its side. This is the moment when a truck stops while reversing the front wobbles quite a bit. It seems a lot of the weight is already over the rear axle. The door opening only serves to move the center of gravity further back. It looks like a ram is pushing the garbage out, which removes weight starting from nearest to the cab, shifting the CG backwards. Weight is being removed from near the cab, but not the back of the truck. I imagine the head of the ram weighs enough to make a difference as well, exacerbating the effect until the CG passes over the rear axle and the truck flips. That's all, of course somewhat speculation, but seems likely given how the truck tips slowly over, and the answer to why is probably an overloaded and poorly designed truck. This video originates from Kazakhstan and more precisely in Karaganda, where large apartment building complexes were built during the Soviet Union. They are huge and all look practically the same, but despite this fact, they generally have a strong structural base. Well, that's in theory, and this footage just proves the exact opposite.
Ты куда ломишься? Ужас! Ужас! Офигеть! Түсірдім! Біздің не болды? Біздің не болды? Біздің не болды?
The whole residential building just fell backwards, leaving massive dust clouds behind it. It was due to an engineering failure a few days after another building also collapsed in the same area. In June 2024, a CCTV camera in China caught the lucky moment of this woman with her umbrella, who was trying to avoid the storm but just looked at what she avoided thanks to the wind. Her umbrella was all in her face, it could see anything. The tree almost fell on her, but she was between two branches. The wind definitely pushed her enough, so she wasn't a victim of this incident. This terrifying moment was caught somewhere in Eastern Europe in the countryside, but who could imagine how dangerous tires could be? That guy saw it just in time. They got lucky. Not sure if it was overpressurized, something was added, or if it was just a weak tire, but sitting in the sun is what did it. All that sun in the black tire heats things up quickly, causing things to expand and increase pressure. All it takes is finding one little weak point and boom, these guys are way lucky.